Hey, I'm back out on the Willoway docks. As you can see, we got some gorgeous plants to look at today. As we can see here, rhododendrons are popping. Here we have some Nova Zemblas here. You know, they're bud and bloom, looking good. Look at these beautiful Legiola. These are wine and spirits. You can see that nice contrast and that darker foliage and white flower. You see these on the dock all the time. These are Crimson Cutie. This is coming into season. Here we're looking at some 19 centimeter, 1 gallon. These are variegated miscanthus. Here's another gorgeous grass. This is chameleon grass, and you'll see this nice variegation to it. Actually, as the season progresses, it almost gets a tricolor foliage look to it. This is a beauty, chameleon grass. Palace coming in here. These are the 3 gallon New Gen Freedoms. These are gorgeous. These are wine and roses here. And again, the Legiola is going to be a great summer color plant. The popular Legiola from Proven Winners. This one is Wine Shine. Consistent pull here. These are 3 gallon Cranberry Creeks. Look at that shape, guys. Another one that starts to shine this time of year. These are Salix Nishiki. And that new growth pops out here. We've got plenty of color. These are gorgeous 3 gallon plants. I'm ready to go on a truck here, but here we're looking at our 3 gallon Emerald Arborvitae. Talked about Legiola being summer color, and Spirea is another one. But man, look at these. These are double play Big Bang from Proven Winners. Beautiful foliage color here, guys. And look at the buds at the top. Coming down here, we see some 3 gallon. These are Spirea Little Princess. Again, budded very nicely. And then here we're looking at 3 gallon. These are gold mounts. Again, all the Spireas are looking good. You can see the buds on the tips of them. Great summer color. Forget your evergreens. This one is Thuya Fire Chief. You know, and this one just continues to give all season long. We're looking at some summer blooming hydrangeas, and here we have a Bobo here. That's a nice bright, tight, compact variety. And then coming here, we're looking at 3 gallon lime lights. This 3 gallon Alberta spruce. Look at these. Popular one here, we're looking at Ramnus Fine Line in a 3 gallon. Peak of some boxwood. Here we're looking at 3 gallon. These are Buxus Green Gem. And really nice consistent pull here. We're looking at our 3 gallon. These are Buxus Green Velvets. You got that nice lush growth to them. Good value. Looking at some grasses. Here's a popular one. This is 2 gallon Carl Forester. Beautiful plants. Here's another gorgeous plant. This is Viburnum Blue Muffin. You know, you see the buds at the tops here. They're going to start to color up. Then you get these gorgeous deep dark blue berries on them as well. Blue muffins. These are gorgeous. Greenhouse crops are just starting to come in, getting ready to load up here. And here we're looking at Digitalis. Beautiful flowers on these. A lot of great color. Quarter lines coming in again. Get them now. They're looking great. The carts just came in. These are Brunera. Another great color plant for your landscape. Look at these beautiful plants, guys. Getting lots of racks coming in. Look at these. Here we got Musa. These are truly tinies here. Alocasia, Colocasia looking fantastic. Look at all these gorgeous plants coming in. There's another great color plant here. Several varieties. You can see all the color. Nice size, good value on this. Some more carts of those heuchera coming in. These are popular. Look at these beautiful plants. And a lot of nice color in the background there. We see Eclipse. Here we're looking at the Raymond Evans and Clematis. You know, these are cluttered up and down the stems. Look at those gorgeous full trellis plants. And coming over here, a lot of the Macrophyllus again. These are prime, guys. These are 2 gallon Summer Crush. Takes a peek at some perennials here. Here we're looking at Campanula. These are Rapido Blue. And coming over here, we have Banana Cream 2. Just starting to bud up. They're looking good. Great looking plants here. Here we have our Gaillardia. These are the spin tops. We see some Asclepia over there. Here we have Coreopsis, Uptick, Yellow, and Black. Perennials here. Here we're looking at Salvia, Blue Marvel. Bud and bloom there. And another popular one, Geranium Roseanne. Looking at some Monarda. These are the Buzz series. This one is Cherry Pops. Monarda here. These are Bubblegum Blast. We haven't started bloom just yet. There's a lot of buds on them. You know, Phlox paniculatas. These are a very popular one. This is part of the candy store series. This is Bubblegum Pink. You know, they haven't started to bud up yet, but this is when you want to get them because they're nice, tight, full plants. And they throw those flowers up, they're going to be amazing. A lot of great color and beautiful fragrance. The town dianthus are looking great. Here we're looking at the red, but we also have fuchsia. A lot of great colors in the Paint the Town series here. Great color plant. Box subulata, this is the proven winner selection. This is luminary backlight. Background there, we're looking at a lot of allium. They're starting to come up with some bud. Here we have some hosta patriots. Next up here, we're looking at Aurelia sunkeep. Look at that gorgeous color, guys. Albies are looking great, man. Here we're looking at, this is Rose Marvel and East Friesland. Look at that bud and bloom color. We're looking at some Salvia Marcus. Again, Salvia's looking great. Great Escancia Sweet Kate are also looking awesome too. Get your daylilies. You know, a lot of the daylilies are starting to escape up here. All of them are heavy, full plants. Coming down here, sedums, another great plant for you know, heat. You know, these are very drought resistant. Holy smokes, look at the size of these nice, heavy, can full plants. Don't forget those sedums. Just came in, look at these Hackanaloa all loads. Sensational bright chartreuse foliage there. Nice heavy plant. Check out those ostrich ferns. Again, nice value on the ferns. See here, the roses are all looking great. They're all bud and bloom, looking sensational. Coming through here, we're looking at some of the Easy Elegance roses. These are knockouts, by the way. But yeah, all the roses are looking great. I know that the team is starting to do some split trims on them as well. Askia, another great summer color plant. This one is Blue Jean Baby. Then I'm going to swing over here. We're looking at some denim and lace. In the background there, look at those roses, guys. Beautiful. Euonymus is one that, again, gives you a seasonal color. And this one is Gold Splash. Pallets of peonies that come into the dock here. This is game time, guys. Look at these gorgeous peonies. Bud and bloom. You know, we have some of these in the cooler as well for season extenders, but man, this is what you want in the garden center this week. They're looking great. Several carts of annuals coming in here. We're looking at the flats of begonias, impatiens, petunias. Holy smokes. Great looking color coming in. You can smell these roses. This one is At Last. It's got that gorgeous peachy flower to it, loaded with buds. Awesome fragrance. Ed and I, we were doing videos last week, and in his video he was showing me these 2-gallon wisteria amethyst. These babies are loaded with buds, guys. They're going to open up these gorgeous long panicles of purple flowers. Don't miss these. These are a great value. 2-gallon amethyst wisteria. Tons of these peonies coming in. Look at these beauties. Another great color plant is the lupines. They're starting to show some color. You see some are already up and it's looking with some great bud and bloom, and then others are just starting to set bud and bloom. So several opportunities here for lupines. Holy smokes, look at that plant. This is that newer knockout orange glow, and again, they're loaded with buds. Beautiful color here to this flower. Again, a lot of the paniculatas, these are again candy store series coming in. Here we're looking at figs. You know, those are coming up looking great. They tread in the back. They're nice, full, heavy plants. They're going to even have fruit on them this year. Here we have some more allium, and this one is lavender bubbles. You can see the buds starting to come out at the top. Looking good. Mesia is always a favorite here. Nice, full, heavy plants. Here we're looking at Japanese bloodgrass. And then over here we see Cicericum in the background there. And then this one is the desert series of Delosperma. Nice looking full plants. Sambucus is also starting to color up here. We're looking at black lace in a 3-gallon. Sambucus, if you got a tight space, this one is laced up. A 2-gallon, these are sunny knockouts. Again, tight budded, but they're going to be in bloom soon. At the inventory not too long ago, 7-gallon Norway spruce. Look at that new growth on them. Gorgeous. Several varieties of Japanese maples. We see them on the dock every week, and you can see why. These are gorgeous, full, heavy plants here. We're looking at some bisectums. You know, don't pass those opportunities because these are big, oversized, gorgeous plants. There's some bigger Japanese maples. You know, we also have them in our 10 and 20-gallon program. These are landscape grade. This is a busy week with annuals here. You can see that more carts have come in. Beautiful full flatted material. We have the tropicals we seen earlier. Better get your annuals. This is going to be a busy weekend. Wagons just came in, man. Look at these. These are 25-gallon, 7-foot green giants. Look at these beauties. Grab a look at these. These are Raymond Evans and Clemens again. This is Tamami. And wow, look at the buds and blooms on these clematis. Check out these vines here. These are 2-gallon Lanistera Major Wheeler. Big, full, heavy, full plants here. These are part of the American Beauties and native plants. Nice. Looking through this order here, these are all macrophylla hydrangeas. Look at all the buds on these beautiful plants, guys. Lavender's always a very popular one. This one is sensational. There's many varieties coming in right now. You can see these big, heavy, full plants with just starting to set bud. And again, don't forget your daylilies. You know, we're going to start to see some color on daylilies throughout the landscape. We're come through another block of the Tradescantia. Here we're looking at Sweet Kate. And you can see that nice chartreuse color, but Tradescantia is starting to look good. Here's a cart that has some ground cover. I wanted to mention that. You know, we have several varieties of flatted and 1-gallon ground covers as well. You know, Echinacea is just starting to come up. We see the green buds on them. You know, those are going to start to show some color. And then here we're looking at Buddleia. You know, the Pugsters and several other varieties are starting to throw up some flower buds. We have some 19-centimeter Gracilis, but be sure to check out our full selection. You know, we got all the price points covered for you. Color here, we have some Sorbaria. That's Sorbaria cherry on top. And then coming down here, we're looking at Hydrangea Early Evolution. This is going to be one of the earliest ones to color up for you. You see them last week, and they're still looking great. Here we have our Autumn Joy sedums here, can full, looking good. You know, that's a quick walk through the dock. As you can see here, we've got trees, shrubs, tropicals, gorgeous annuals, beautiful landscape-sized shrubs. Be sure to get with the sales team. Geez, I hope we're loading the truck for you.